So what we're looking at here, we've got our Azuga GPS devices, and these are plugged in the diagnostic port of the vehicle. In some cases, they're hardwired as well, and this works in all of those formats. Some of you may be using an adapter cable for the larger vehicles. That GPS device is going to be communicating with the vehicle. It's going to also be recording things like speed and hard braking and sudden acceleration events. When a risky event occurs, that device is going to then talk to the camera. They communicate wirelessly, and it will have the camera upload that particular video. So the camera will pull from 6 seconds before that video until 4 seconds after that event occurred, and then it will upload the video to the cloud via the Azuga GPS device. So then you'll be able to see those on your Azuga UI. So I'm going to also move now into the product demo section. I wanted to kind of just cover a couple things that we're going to be working with. One of them, how does this camera system integrate with Azuga Fleet and then Azuga Fleet Mobile as well, because we can use it with our web UI and our phone-based systems. We're also going to show how to download, how to share videos, and how to get that information you need when we're talking about seeing, for instance, a crash or something along those lines as well. So I'm actually going to jump over to Azuga now. And they have to log back in because occasionally that happens. Oh, perfect. Okay. This is our demo account. The screen you guys are probably very familiar with, the live page on Azuga. So there's a few different ways to find videos on particular vehicles. One of them, and it's something that comes up a lot, you may be watching throughout the course of the day, and you will see events coming in. For instance, a hard braking event or a sudden acceleration event. I'm actually going to go to one that I know is on here, and in this case we can see a particular vehicle. We can go through its breadcrumb. Last one. So I'm going to look at the breadcrumb for a specific day because there's an event here. So in this case we can see a typical Azuga breadcrumb where we're going to see everything that's happened throughout the day. One thing that is different, you might notice, is this hard braking incident. It's reported as it normally would be, but in addition to having the hard braking here, there's also a little blue play link. This allows you to be able to play that video, because now we've downloaded a video from the camera for this particular event, and it will actually bring you to the safety cam portal. So in this case, we can see this video, and this is one that happened on, this one happened in later hours with low light situation. We can see the driver is illuminated as well. And it's going to show both sides of the video as well. We can play that. I'm not sure how well it'll come over on the web conference. As you can see, the videos do have sound, and actually the cameras themselves have an audible beep that occurs when one of these events is recorded as well. We have links here where you can go full screen. You can zoom in on particular parts of the video. You can cue through it if you need to. You can also take screen captures, and then you can download these video clips individually. The other thing we can do is switch between the in-cab video and the driver video. It makes it very easy to where we can see exactly what's going on. If I wanted to take a screenshot of a particular one, I do that, and it will download that right to my computer. We can see information about this event as well. So we can see in this case who that driver was, when it occurred, which vehicle it was in. We're also going to be able to see how fast that vehicle was going. This is a hard braking incident, so we can see how fast it was going when it started and how fast it was going when that event ended. And then, of course, we have the map below to show us that corresponding location. So this is one way to see videos. It's through the breadcrumb report, and it's probably one that a lot of folks will use as they go through and they see particular parts of it. The other one is something a lot of you have probably seen, is through the safety cam portal itself. Here we can just click on the safety cam portal, and what's going to happen is we're going to get all the videos that have occurred within the last week are going to appear. Just happen to know we don't have too many on this one this week so far, but I'm actually going to go to last week so we can see a few of them. So we're going to see all of our videos that pop up here. It's going to show us what the particular event was that occurred. same information we saw at the bottom of the video before, and a thumbnail of that video. We can decide which vehicles in the fleet we want to see videos from. We can also do it by driver if we have the drivers added. And then we can even filter by, in addition to time, we can filter by what types of events we want to see. Maybe particularly, I'm not too worried today about sudden acceleration, but I want to see if there's any braking events in my fleet, or if I want to see if there's any panic events. And the panic events, a lot of folks have used them. Let's say a driver sees something happen that they want to make sure that you see, maybe they're a witness to a wreck or something along those lines. They can hit the button at that time and it will upload that video as well. And same thing, when we're looking at any of these videos, I can click directly on them and I will be taken to that video in the portal. It's going to take me to that same dash cam or safety cam video viewing screen that we had before. Very easy to do, and it's very easy to go right back to where we were just by pressing the X. Now, that's one way. The other way that we can do it is actually through our Azuga Fleet mobile app. A lot of you use that as an admin app already. So this presents you with a very similar type of view. It is a little bit smaller, albeit because it is on the camera. I cannot screen test my phone right now, but I want to show you guys what it looks like. There's a button that will, when the safety cam features are enabled on your account, that will say safety cam on it. Within there, we've got one button for videos. This is going to show us any videos similarly to how we saw them before. And then we also have a configuration one. Give an idea what this looks like. So within the configurations, we have the ability to also connect to the camera itself. So we've got a couple different ways to do that. One of them being using your mobile app to actually connect to the camera. And then pretty soon here, we've got a few different ways to actually download videos. So being able to do this can allow you to request specific videos from the camera. So let's say that maybe there was no event that you wanted, I don't know, from 2 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. on a particular vehicle. You could use your phone to pull that video as well. And then, of course, the safety cams themselves actually operate with a Wi-Fi network that you can connect to if you are connected in the app and they're one of the cameras that are listed in your account. And it allows you to be able to update firmware configuration, also to delete event videos if you wanted to clear the cache on the camera, and then also to format an SD card if you happen to have a different one. The cameras have on board a 64 gigabyte card already. This is what it looks like for when you're looking at videos on the safety cam. Obviously, it's a little bit smaller view, but at the same time, we can click on any one of these videos from this point and be taken directly to that video. And then we can select between the road facing or driver facing, or download that video if we'd like to at that time. Another place, I guess, that you can find videos if you're interacting with the system that makes it very easy to do is actually through the safety cam button itself. We've got a report just for that, where I can go back and I can see, for instance, let's just start at the beginning of the month. I want to look at my own fleet, and I can see a list of all the videos that have been created just since the beginning of the month on our account. Here, I can even play them right from there if I'd like to as well. So it's just another very easy way to go through and see these things. We can obviously do that through the safety cam tab, but everyone interacts with the system a little bit differently. We want to make sure we give you a lot of options, and we want to make it as useful as possible. One part that I'm going to show, and I don't know how it's going to show, is that we also have a desktop app. So there's another kind of side to this whole thing. So we can have a situation where maybe no event was recorded, but we wanted to have a particular video. I did mention that we can do that through the mobile app. We can see those videos, but one way a lot of folks are doing it, if you go to the mobile app, there's actually a desktop option on there. If you click on the desktop option, it'll actually just put in your email, and we'll send you a link just so you can download our desktop video app. In this case, the camera or the SD card can just be removed from the vehicle, and from your desktop, you can actually view raw video files to be able to go through. You can look at a whole day's worth of driving if you wanted to. Give you guys an idea what that looks like real quick. There you go. and it's just a little desktop app where we can select the camera